pleasant day to you. For today, we're going to start our lesson for interview. For interview, we have different basic parts. For the first part, we are going to talk about the basic interview rules. First rule for an interview, you should be there 15 minutes early. Why should we be there 15 minutes early? Let's talk about the importance of being early. First one is punctuality. If you are in an interview earlier than the interviewer, it means that you are always aware of your time. Being punctual is not only for the interview, this also shows how punctual you will be when you start working for a company. Next one, being punctual shows commitment. If we are early for an interview, it shows that we would also be early for everything that we are tasked to do. Not only are they going to school, but also early in giving our reports and early in finishing whatever tasks we are asked for. Also, it also shows our responsibility. If we are responsible enough, we don't need to hurry things up. We don't need to rush in whatever things we do. Being there 15 minutes early shows that we are a responsible person and that we could be trusted with things that are to be given to us. Besides being there 15 minutes early, the next rule is look professional. Looking professional shows respect for the job or the position that you are applying for. Okay? This also shows professionalism. Now, what is professionalism? This is an attitude towards work wherein we give our best towards our work. Professionalism also shows how we do our work in a very efficient, orderly, and structured manner. Looking professional also shows our attitude towards our work. If we put our best outside and dress up for an interview, it means that whatever we do during our work, we also do our best to look good in that work. Also, since we have put time in fixing ourselves and choosing the right clothes, this would also show that we would also put our time in choosing and on deciding on the right paths to take when we have our job. Looking professional also shows our work ethics. Since we are neat on the outside, it could be assumed that we would be neat when we do our work. Our work ethics shows how well or how prepared we are with a certain job. This would also give our employers the first impression on what to expect with our work. If we are sloppy, therefore, our work would also be deemed as sloppy. If we are not well dressed, therefore, our employers would think that our work will not also be well organized. But if we are well dressed, well mannered, then our employers would expect the highest standards of work from us. Besides being professional, we should also be polite, enthusiastic, and positive during the interview. Why is it important? Because these things project a good image to our employers. It shows that we are a team player. If we are enthusiastic about our work and we are polite, it shows that we would be respecting our co-employees. It would also show that whatever tasks or projects we are given, it would be met with enthusiasm and it would be done in a very efficient and orderly manner. This also shows our being open. When doing an interview, the employer wants to know more about you. They don't want to know about scripted responses. They don't want to know about memorized answers. They want to see who you really are. If you're polite, enthusiastic, and positive during your interview, therefore, you are showing your future employer who you really are, and therefore, the employer would have a good idea of the person that he or she is hiring. It would also show absence of being self-entitled. Self-entitlement is an attitude wherein we only think of ourselves. We think that we are above everyone else. But if we are polite and positive during our interview, it shows our employer that we are approachable and that he can depend on us on whatever work or task they can give us. If we are enthusiastic during our interview, it shows that we are not afraid of any challenges. We are, therefore, someone that they would need in their company. Besides being polite, it is also important for us to prepare questions before an interview. Questions are important information that we would want to know when we are working for a certain job. How do we prepare questions? Preparing questions, you should be knowledgeable about the job. You should know what to expect, and you should also know what the company is looking for. You should be knowledgeable about these things and prepare questions on these facts. Also, preparing questions show commitment. It means that you are already preparing yourself to be in that certain environment, and you would want to clarify any apprehensions or any other inklings that you might have. Also, when you prepare questions, it shows your interest to be part of that organization. When you are interested in something, you really would want to know everything about it. So prepare your questions well, show that you are really committed to that organization. Show your employers that you really want to be part of that company and that you will find ways for you to blend in with the company. So this would end our lecture for the basic rules for an interview. For the next video, we are going to talk about how to prepare for the interview. So we will see you again on our next lecture. Have a good day and see you soon.